Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Michigan Wolverines kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw...
Here's a little room there. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Inside, it's Marshall. Hard running there. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Buchanan. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Underwood. Fires to the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a second and long. With the catch, it's Nimrod. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Running inside, it's Marshall.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Underwood on the play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To the air. It's Underwood. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense drags him down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
And he muffs it. It's loose.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the run, it's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense and an empty set. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. Third down coming up.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
The run inside. It's Cobb. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He now has 84 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Now on second down. Just feeds the running back. Looking for room at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got a man. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
They'll run the screen. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Marshall. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Working that left side now. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Fights off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Nimrod. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Being chased. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. And they got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or two to get back in this football game.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Underwood. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throws to the tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
He splits the uprights. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Run inside. It's Marshall. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the USF Bulls.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's what.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Underwood. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Brown will throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Marshall. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws. He's got the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They give it to him again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Makes the grab on third. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stumping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Sends it back in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Brown wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This offense headed out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown will throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, breaks into the open. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear.
86 bouncing. 886 bouncing. Down. Red icy.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Off the RPO, complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Makes a catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They want that clock to run. Runs through another guy. Another broken tackle. Touchdown, Michigan. He would not be denied.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Brown wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws it deep. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Brown will throw it. A little release to the back. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.